Ugh, got all these bets. Got all these bets. These bet slips, and I don't know what to do. All right. Oh, my glasses. Gotta put the glasses on. I still don't know what to do. Oh. You know what? You know what I have to do? I have to call up the PD King, CJ. I gotta call him up.
Yo, what's good, dude? Yeah, I know, man. There's so much stuff to bet on today. I really haven't even gone into anything, haven't researched anything. I know, crazy, right? You know what? Let me add Tommy to the call. I guarantee you he's got his bet slip made up already. Dingers, the whole 9 yards. Let me just add him to the call real quick. Hold on.
Do it. Mizorowski, the Scoobs. Decisions. Oh, hang on one second. That's CJ. Maybe he can help. How's it going, pal? You too? Dude, I got no idea what to do. Got no advice to give you. But you know who does have advice? The parlay guy. Yeah, Rob the parlay guy. Yeah, let's go ahead and phone him in. Hang on one second.
Oh, is that Tommy? Let me see what Tommy wants. What's up, Tommy Stats? What's going on? You don't know what to put on your bet slips? And you talk to none of you know what to put on your bet slips. I've been polishing me and PD King's golf trophies, and I haven't had time to do any research. All right, how about I call Kel Dog and see what he's got for his bet slips? All right, hold on.
Yeah. The Phillies, no, they got a weird mascot. I can't do that. The Cardinals, that's a little bit of a stretch. Oh, who is that? Oh, what's up, Rob? I know, dude. I can't find anything either. Like, what are we supposed to bet on? There's nothing going on. What do you bet? Don't talk about Ethel like that. That's a little rude, okay? You know what? Let me hang on. Let me just call Parker. Let me see what he has to say, and then we'll go from there. That's all we gotta do. All right. I'll talk to you later. Hey, Parker.
Hey, Kel. Hey, guys, what's up? Guys, I'm going to work. Just watch Just the Bet Slips on X and YouTube, presented by Fanfare Sports Network, weekdays at 6 and weekends at noon.
Of course! Just the Bet Slips! On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up? What is up, BetSlip Nation? Happy Labor Day to those who celebrate. It is Monday, September 1st. I'm with my guy, Rob the Parlay Guy, who is making himself Mr. September. I, however, would like to have a moment of silence for the putrid, awful month that was August. As you can see, all black. So quick moment of silence for August. Nope, just kidding. August sucked. We are here at September 1st. Thank goodness we are out of that month, because this whole show really, I mean, you ended personally up units. Your segment, however, went over. I was awful. I'm so glad that CJ wiped all the records, because I don't even want to see what I ended up at. Obviously, I had some fun with the last couple of days. But new month, new us. Rob, how you feeling going into the first day?
Well, the 750 Club is starting fresh, so
Yes,
I don't
correct.
feel the weight of an offer on me like I did last month. Technically, it's still up units since I started by a couple.
That's crazy, by the way. That's a crazy stat.
So we just need to get to the winning side this month. Baseball, I'm still doing baseball for my parlay, but I'm a little burnt out. So the 750 Club, we're going different this month. But I feel good. September, it's got to be better as overall. It's got to be better. Maybe not necessarily for one of us or individually, but it's got to be overall better.
I think that we need to. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. That was an oopsie. Yeah, no, I mean it's got to be better, right? I mean, as a show, that was far and away our worst month as a show, and which is impressive considering we've been doing this what 8 9 months now. This will be month number 9 for the most
Mhm.
part. And we had it was the first time for sure that because I don't yeah because you lost. Did you lose both the parlays that you had?
Yeah,
Okay, so you ended like plus 7 units, and
something
then
like
like
that.
on the records,
Yeah,
and
something
then
like that.
obviously I don't know what Parker ended up with. I hope he ended up. I don't think he ended up doing too well on his last day, but we'll just keep the memory of the .02. So that's another thing we are mourning today is Parker's .02 up units. What is that even? I guess that if it's a dollar, that's 2 cents.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it so much. I love Parker, but yeah, I mean it was by far I don't think as a show we've never been up at least 10 units as a show, and
Right.
we had to have been down
A lot.
upwards of 50 60 units.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, me and CJ alone were at least 50. So that being said, we are going to start off September great. I didn't do the Tommy uh, way today. I do have 10 bets. I wanted to make it an even 10 to start the month, but I did change my strategy up a little bit, and I do intend on not copying, but kind of taking from your book and from Tommy's. Might even keep splashing in some performance doubles. I said it yesterday, and I am really trying to like take everybody's strategies and kind of mold them into my own because
Mhm.
I mean after that month I had, I really need to get some winners. We talked about it off air. And you can follow all of these bets, by the way. I mean, if you make them on DraftKings, we have a betting group, just the BetSlips. If you can find it easily, if you just type that in on DraftKings, where you can bet every bet that we make that's not even on the show, because we were talking off air that we make bets. I don't know if that parlay you did was on DraftKings, but for because me and Rob were talking about it. We also have bets that we don't put on the show that hit, and it keeps us afloat, so to speak, for the just in general. Um, so go check that out. No free ads, and we'll get to that reason in just 1 second. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Let's get right into it if that's all right with you.
Yep. Ready to go.
Let's do it. All right. So first, it's the disclaimer. Number one. And by the way, we're gonna have some new cool graphics coming soon. CJ's gonna cook up some cool graphics for our records for with football coming up. Hey, by the way, clap it up. NFL Thursday.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We're ready, baby. We're
We
ready.
need we need
Uh,
NFL.
we need you need the NFL more than I do. I think. I've heard your stories of your big wins with the NFL, so I'm excited for both of us for that. But number one, we are not paid professional gamblers. The show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. It's the only rule that keeps me alive. I had gotten into trouble with gambling when I was a little younger, and because I adhere to this rule first and foremost, it's changed my life and makes gambling more fun. But number three, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it. And you can do that with 1-800-GAMBLER. It's a very simple national help hotline for you, loved one, friend who might be going through the throes of gambling addiction. And I mentioned it before. We mentioned DraftKings. We're going to mention other sportsbooks, Fanatics, FanDuel, CJ with Caesars, all these Hard Rock, with Kel, unfortunately. But we are not well. I mean, if Hard Rock wants to sponsor the show, then I would be, fortunately. Not affiliated with or sponsored by any sportsbook currently. Um, but so we all use a bevy of different sports books. So make sure you just know that. But we are presented by Fans First Sports Network, and I'm going to tell you our partnered sponsor in just a second. But again, we are not paid professional gamblers. Please gamble responsibly, not your own risk, and gambling can be addictive. So please seek help if you need it. That's 1-800-GAMBLER. This show, and I failed to do this the other day until the end. This show is for one thing and one thing only, and that is to bring you the
The
hot
hot
tips
tips
to help
to help
your
your bet
bet
slips.
slips. And if you faded us last month, then you are like a millionaire potentially. So we will, we will. But you know what? We're leaving August in the past, And I know summer's coming to an end, and the fall is upon us. They're going to be upon us soon, but that doesn't mean you can't rock a sweet pair of sunglasses with Nevin Eyewear. Nevin Eyewear posted on all of our socials. The link is going to be in the description of this show. It's going to be on every post going forward until it's not. And that's Nevin Eyewear. I'm rocking these right now, the Doc Robbins NYC. These are beautiful, black, slick. Again, I mean, obviously not rooting for any funeral, but great for funeral potentially, especially when you're mourning you're bidding adieu to the month of August. You can rock these. They're actually right there on the bottom left of this picture, and you can use our link and you can get 30% off of one pair, or you can do what I did and get buy one at full price and get two for free. There's free shipping over $50. Use our link, please. Tell us that we sent you, and you can get those great deals today. Nevin Eyewear, they're comfortable, they're sleek. I think they look very good. They actually, I quick little tangent, quick little story. I basically have never really bought a pair of sunglasses for myself, to be honest. Like maybe like the little like $20 Walmart ones, or I've never been a sunglass guy. Then we start this show, and it started with the other show before this one. But if you don't notice, I wear sunglasses every single episode. That's because I think I have weird eyes. But I've never really bought a pair. I honestly, the ones that I was wearing before Nevin, I just found at the golf course. Like they weren't even mine. I just found them, and I was like, all right, these are cool. So, and then before that, on the other show, it was part of a $20 like gag jewelry stuff, because I had the rings, which I should probably bring those back actually. I had the rings. I had like the very cheap pairs, like probably $2 pair of sunglasses. Now Nevin has turned me into a sunglass guy. I love them, polarized. They fit nice. They look good. And yeah, so that's just my personal story on Nevin. So go check that out. Use our link and get some Nevin eyewear today. So that is that. And honestly, we'll get right to it, because I'm shocked. I mean, no, CJ's obviously he's chilling in the lazy river as we speak, probably. Tommy, it's Labor Day. I'm sure he's got his hands full, but it's just me and you today, man. It's just our parlays. Nobody else made picks on September 1st. Maybe it's the August hangover. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying it's literally just me and you. So we'll get right to it, because the first segment is actually yours truly's. It is the 2-2-2 parlay, looking to get off. I hit yesterday, so I'm looking
Nice.
for hit when we were on the show. I'm pretty sure actually.
Yeah.
So I'm running it back. It's another 4-leg hit to get hits. It's 3 of the same guys, and I added Mason Wynn. So it's Ivan Herrera, Mason Wynn, which this could hit in the first inning. Ivan Herrera, Mason Wynn, Newt Barr, Contreras, all to get a hit. And then I'm not going to say it's your favorite bet, but it's got to be one of your favorite bets. It's Sonny Gray, death taxes, and Sonny Gray to have 5 strikeouts.
100%.
So I got that boosted to 443 thanks to DraftKings. As you can see, it's 2-2-2 to win 1205. Also, by the way, you mentioned it earlier. Despite the losing record, 2-2-2 parlay was also still profitable in August. It was like up 7-8 units, something like that. Actually, after yesterday, it's probably up like double digits. So these are the ones that I truly put thought into. I mean, I put thought into. I was about to sound like a schmuck. I put thought into every bet that I make, especially now. I'll be honest. Towards the beginning of the show and the other show, I'm firing from the hip. I'm going gut more than heart and brain. No, I mean, these are the hottest hitters on the Cardinals. Again, they all had hits yesterday. And then Gray, 5Ks seems like a lock. I think by itself it's minus 450 or around there. So it's his over under is 6.5. So it's certainly taking a page out of your book and Tommy's book. So I mean, ride it if you want. Again, just BetSlips on DraftKings. It's our betting group. You can just easily plug this in. Just click on the button, ride with me, fade me, do whatever you want. But that is the 2-2-2 parlay. Any thoughts other than the obvious Gray 5K? Oh, it's on a hot streak right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, hit yesterday in the first like third
First
inning or
inning.
something. All of them
Third
but
inning.
one.
Third inning. You're right.
Yeah, all of them but one hit in the first inning, and then I think it was Contreras that got a hit in the third
Contreras
inning.
had the third. Yep.
And like I said, Death Taxes and Sonny Gray, getting 5 Ks and possibly giving up 5 runs. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you can get these hits, who's the pitcher for Luis Morales?
It's actually Morales, who's he had made his first start. I like him. I actually have a bet that's not on my tabletop with him and Gray to get 5 Ks because he's been phenomenal since he's been moved to the rotation. And the Cardinals, I mean, you had a stat a little bit ago that the Cardinals don't, beginning of the season at least, up until the half point season or of the season, we're not striking out that much, but they've certainly upped that since then.
Yeah.
So, and this Morales kid has been solid in his first 2 starts, and he's firmly in the rotation now. So I like him as well. But that doesn't mean he's a young kid. It doesn't mean it's on the road in St. Louis. It doesn't mean he's not going to give up those 4 hits.
Right.
So yeah,
And
I liked it.
I just bet this on Fanatics, and I boosted it to 465, so I got it a little bit better.
Damn you. I get my CT paid check tomorrow, so Fanatics is going to be on my agenda. But yeah, 222 to win $2, 2 dimes, 2 cents, preferably a $2 bill can win you $12.05. So you can get a couple coffees, maybe even a breakfast with that. So shout out to the 222, and we'll move right on. And I'm very excited to hear you explain this one because when I saw it in our Slack channel, I was like, this guy's just WNBA today. Let's go. Which all right, sounds good to me. Let's go. It is the 750 Clear. We're going club, and there's one rule about Fight Club. I'm actually watching a Brad Pitt movie right now, Inglourious Bastards. Great movie.
It's a great movie.
There's one rule about Fight Club though, and that's you don't talk about it. The one rule about the 750 Club because it's gonna hit. I'm gonna bet this actually as you're speaking. Did you do it? Oh no, you got it on Fanatics. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, I did it on Fanatics. Yeah,
that's okay. But I'm gonna let you explain while I put it in.
All right. So I did some deep diving today on WNBA, way more than I ever have, to be completely honest with you. But so, we're gonna go Dallas and Minnesota under 170.5. They've played each other 3 times this year. They have hit this over once of those 3 times, and that was way back on 5/16. That was the first time they faced each other. That was when both teams were fully healthy. And since then, their total has been so that game was 183. But since then, 166, 146. The average over those 3 games is 165, which is below this number. I've actually figured out what sports books do with WNBA now. They make very aggressive lines because they know that people are going to see a team that is the Lynx should cook Dallas all day long. So they're going to go and put a 17.5 point number on this. Well, guess what? In those 3 games, they haven't beat Dallas by 17.5 yet. So I don't know where this number comes from. They won by 15, they won by 4, and they won by 16. So you want to give me is basically they got to be 18. I don't see that happening. So I also got Wings plus 17.5. And I went a little even further. Is Dallas has only lost by 18 plus points 6 times this entire season. Again, not against them. And then Minnesota has only won by 18 7 times this year. So we're at like 30 something games. That both of these are only like 25-30% of the time. So I just don't see it happening today. Next we have the Dream and Sun under 159.5. This is yet again, they've had 3 matchups. One time it went over by half a point. It was 160. The other 2 times were 157 and 154. Or I'm sorry, they played twice. The average is 157. I looked at that wrong. So they played twice, 160 and 154. Went over by half a point, and then the other one was down 6 points. The average between those two was 157. To go even further, Atlanta in games involved where the over hit are 17-20-2, where Connecticut 17-23-0. Both of these teams are not usually involved in overs very often. So I think it's more likely that the under hits in this game. And then lastly, we have Sparks versus Storm over 173.5. Now you're like, wait a minute, this is the biggest number. Why are we betting the over in a game where the total is the biggest number? Well, They've had 3 games against each other. Once they didn't get this number, they got 165, but they had a game where they hit 214 points. Didn't even know there was a WNBA game that went to 200 something points this year.
Yeah, that's
but
wild.
it was 108 to 106. And that was an overtime game, but then they had a game that finished, the most recent game was 185, which finished in regulation. So LA puts up a lot of points. Most of their games happen this way. And then if you look at their over-unders, Seattle is 22-19 hitting the over, and LA is 24-13-1 hitting the over. So both of these teams hit the overs pretty frequently. So you put them together. I like this over. And again, we got this at 1,092, and then I had a 20% boost on Fanatics, which took this to plus 1311. We're just riding the numbers. If everything goes the way it has this season, we should hit this and start the month off huge with a plus 13.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing start.
Well,
Again,
that
I've
is.
made this disclaimer before. It's the WNBA, and sometimes these stats don't mean anything because you'll have a team that's favored by 20 lose by 20, and you don't understand at all what happened. So I'm fully aware of that, but again, we're just writing the numbers today, and I feel good about it.
Yeah, WNBA is kind of like similar to college football.
Yeah.
They'll have these crazy spreads that can flip on a dime. And yeah, I mean, I got it at on DraftKings, so just the dichotomy of apps. I also had a 20% boost, and I got but I got it at 10 because they actually they lowered on DraftKings. Wings links is 169.5. So
Okay.
I put it up to the 170 just to be on the same page. And then so I got it at plus 1020 by itself with the 20% boost, 1224. So Christmas
Okay.
Eve. So we're good. We're locked in. We're locked in. I bet the 750 club every single time, just out of solidarity and because I generally love how you bring the stats. What a better way to start the month than a 750 club
You
hit?
know how much I would love the WNBA be the first hit for the 750 club in the month. That would be awesome. It would mean more to me than most plus 1300s do.
Cal would be sick. He's our resident. You would take over as the Mr. WNBA for the show. Kel be damned. No, it's Rob. Rob's rooting for them women.
Taking your pointing and your WNBA. How you like that?
Yeah. Hey, speaking of pointing, let's get to it. Get your fingers to the side, or that way. Yeah. So again, Kel, stuck on this. Love you, but it is green, and it is. Hold on. The tabletop. Unreal precision, timing. The two. He's got to step in. September. We better see a different Kel when it comes to.
I need
he
him at
doesn't know
home
what.
on the weight machine, like doing this motion.
Yeah. just Kel, we're coming for you, bro. I think Rob. I think you might be better than. I think the power rankings go you, me, a whole pile of crap, and then Kel.
If Kel ever watches these, we're never gonna hit the end of it.
No, CJ's gonna turn the car around again because I'm gonna tag him in this and make fun of him. But I mean, speaking of which, and just so he knows that I love him, because I'm actually about to potentially purchase one of these. Go follow at WrestleDog28 on the Twitter because Kel has a treasure trove of wrestling memorabilia that he's currently trying to. I'll even tag him in my next tweet that he's trying to sell. He came across it because of a dead relative, so RIP. And he's selling them. He's got some awesome stuff. He sent me the Four Horsewomen autographs, which is like blows me away. And then I'm actually in talks with him to potentially get an AJ Styles signed photo. So go check that out if you're a wrestling fan. I know me and Rob are. I know Rob has probably already talked to him about some Sting stuff. He hasn't posted it all yet on eBay, but he's slowly but surely putting them all out there. So go check that out. Reasonable prices. Shout out to Kel, but he stinks at pointing, so who cares? That being said, Rob, go ahead.
All right, I'm going with the KISS method for day one. I'm gonna try to keep it simple here. We're just gonna do a hit
Love that.
parlay. I have a pretty good record on hit parlays. So I figured I'd start the month off trying to keep it simple. So we got Juan Soto, 1+ hit. He's facing Charlie Morton, he's 8 for 14 lifetime versus Morton. He's gotten a hit in 7 of his last 8 games, and he's got 9 hits over those 8 games. We got Ellie De La Cruz, 1+ hit. He's 2 for 3. So he's very limited, but he's 2 for 3 versus Bassett. He's got a hit in 8 of his last 9 games with 11 hits over those 9 games. We got Kristen Yelich, 1+ hit. He is 5 for 10 versus Walker. He's got a hit in 8 of his last 10 games with 13 hits over those 10 games. And then lastly, we have Ketel Marte, 1+ hit, who is 7 for 15 versus Corbin. He's also gone 8 of his last 10, and he has 10 hits in his last 10 games. So all of these guys have been hitting a lot lately. All these guys have actually they have better than a 500 batting average against the pitchers they're facing. So I combine the fact that they've all been hitting well and they hit these pitchers well. I feel like a base hit for all these guys is fairly easy. And actually the odds to me were pretty good considering. So I got plus 271, and then I used a 10% boost, which took it to plus 299. So right at 3-1. So I feel good about that. And then our bet of the day, I'm going TCU today. So look, there's a couple of reasons. For one, you can it might be debatable, but coaches who have success in the pros don't typically transition well to college. Now, I understand this is Bill Belichick and the dude is built different. I'm not going to say he's not. I have been a Patriots hater my whole life and a Bill Belichick hater my whole life, but this has nothing to do with that. I understand if anybody could make the transition like a Pete Carroll, he's the kind of guy that would do it. But he's also got 70 new athletes. He got 40 from the transfer portal and 30 from high school. And to get those guys with a new coaching staff to mesh together in week one against a team that is more talented than them doesn't seem like it's possible to me. TCU they had last year, they had the 8th most productive offense in the entire nation. They have the same quarterback coming back for year 3. I just think this is going to be way too much for UNC. I think this number should be higher. I think the Bill Belichick factor is the only reason this number is not higher than it is. If this was any other coach, this number would probably be 6 or 7. I honestly think that this is going to be a double-digit game. I think TCU covers this -3.5 fairly easy. And on Fanatics, it was -110, but they had a 25% boost on this game
I'm getting
alone.
back up.
So you're good. So there was a 25% boost just for this game. So that took it to plus money, which makes me love it even more. So I got it plus 113, I believe. So you're getting it a little over double your money, which made this even more enticing to get it plus money. So I really love. I know Notre Dame had let me down. Alabama's let me down. And honestly, that parlay that we missed, it was mainly Alabama, and I don't want to talk about it because I'm also mourning the loss of the Alabama season after week 1. I might be being hyperbolic, but
Yeah,
I honestly believe this hurts me to say out loud. I believe Alabama's like an 8-5 team. That team did not look good. They couldn't move the ball offensively. They couldn't stop the ball defensively. And the only reason they were even close in the game for most of it is because of a turnover on special teams. Like, let's be real. They were facing a team that was not very good.
Yeah.
But I'll get off my Alabama tangent.
No, you're good. You're good.
TC -3.5. I love this at plus money. I think we lock that in, and the reason I do it the way I'm doing it with these best bets, in case if you bet both of these and you hit just the one, you don't lose any money. Because if I'm betting 5 on this one and 5 on this one hits, it's double my money, and I've covered both bets. If I hit both, that's great. Now I'm up 4.5 units, something like that. So it's a way to cover yourself by picking a bet that you feel really good about and then throwing a parlay where you can then make some good money. And I like it this way.
I'll have some more on the TCU as well. Just quick though on that. I was going to say it anyway, but I'll say it now while we have your sheet up because it is your best bet of the day. In the spring, it was North Carolina was favored 2.5.
Yeah.
So that line has flipped all the way to 3.5. So that tells you something.
Right.
But I have a couple more stats on that. But yeah, and by the way, I do think it would be interesting. Obviously, not for like a full show, but maybe on like a show we do where it's, or maybe even on the podcast, it would be fun to do. Go check that out Friday. You still have time before your fantasy drafts. We did our fantasy draft, so if you want some help or at least some insight, go check that out. You can find that on Spotify and Apple. That it'd be interesting because I mentioned at the top that I'm trying to take some strategies from everybody. It'd be cool little, like, even if it's just 10, 15 minutes where we, like you just did, where we explain how we bet on the show.
Right.
Because that was very interesting to hear you say, like, kind of the thought process behind why you do what you do. And because you've been very consistent. I know you just added the best bet of the day, which I love. But, and as you said, you might not always have a best bet of the day.
Well, and I will
You might
tell you,
just
the
have a
best bet of the
parlay.
day last month is the reason I was still plus units, because I think I went like 5-2 the first 7 times I did the best bet of the day. So like a lot of those units, I was up 7. 5 of those units came from the best bet of the day.
Yeah, and because you really flesh it out and you feel strongly about that one bet.
Right.
So I love the fact that you got that at plus 113. That's crazy.
Yeah, when I saw the boost, I had to do it.
Oh, that's unbelievable. I actually, maybe we could talk to our graphics guy, aka CJ, because I doubt he's going to see this. I think we need a new graphic for the best bet of the day. Get it off of your tabletop, and it'll just be a segment. Why not? I mean, you had 750, and I haven't done it. I'm probably going to bring it back for football, the buck to a G, because it's a little easier. Like, just anytime touchdown scorers, first touchdowns, like, it's a little easier to build $1 to 1,000 when you have those odds.
Yeah.
So I think we just have to have best bet of the day be its own segment. And
Yeah, I mean,
then,
we can. I mean, I'll continue to put it on the tabletop, but yeah, we can make it its own segment.
well, because it's also it'll be towards your records. No matter
Right.
what,
It's
but then,
kind of like the PD of the day where he puts it on his tabletop, but
yeah,
it's also its own segment.
exactly. Because I've been saying we should all have a best bet, but excuse me, if we want to just make yours the segment, then I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
Because I would love to know, like you just said, hit 5 out of the however many times you've done it, and you might not have it every day.
Right. Yeah. No, there's some days I look and I'm like, no, not today.
Yeah, no, which makes it a good segment. Bring it back here and there. I'm sure CJ can work his magic, make a cool slide. We'll put it in the chat and see what they think. But
Yeah.
I love it, man. All right, let's get to mine. Yeah, so not crazy as usual. It is 10 total bets. I want that to be known. So I didn't go nuts. I wanted to start with an even 10. It's not going to be this way every single week. I have a lot more on my own personal sheet that I kind of sifted through the ones that I really felt strongly about, and that's what you get here. I'll start with the baseball side of things. I didn't take my 2-2-2 on my tabletop because I think 5 legs is just risky. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I really like it, but instead I kind of simplified it to just set JC and Herrera to get a hit, and then Death Taxes Sonny Gray 5+ Ks. I got that at 152, which I think is a good price for that. Next, I also doubled up, got Sonny Gray 7+ Ks at plus 105. Spencer Strider 7+ Ks at minus 130, or excuse me, plus 130. Dylan Cease 8 Ks minus 120. And then Jacob Mizrowski, I know it's against the Phillies, but I mean, look at that, 6+ Ks at minus 155. So it's seemingly doable. I then parlayed Strider and Mizrowski 6+ Ks at 174. I think their over-unders are 6.5 for both of them respectively. No, actually, I think Mizrowski's 5.5 and Strider was 6.5. So, kind of being somewhat conservative, but also a little risky. And then I have Francisco Lindor, 2+ total bases by itself, plus 115. I then parlayed Lindor and Jose Ramirez, who's been on a little bit of a slide recently, but he is the all-star of that team, 2+ total bases each at 351. And then last but not least, I got to do it, man. I'm obsessed with the Bryce parlay. I'm obsessed with it. It just makes me happy. Just makes me happy.
It made me sad yesterday.
Really good. It made us all sad because Bryce Harper not only was, like, as CJ put it, like, just missed a home run, which we would have hit that for 50, plus 50 or whatever it was, and then and then because Bryce had the home run and we hit the hit parlay, so it would have been a very good day had that happened. But he's got 10. Harper's on a 10-game hitting streak. Oh no, he missed that yesterday, so that's not right.
Yeah.
Right? He didn't have a
No,
hit
yeah,
yesterday.
he didn't have
missed
it.
that
No, he
yesterday.
didn't have a hit because
He
we were
was
hitting
on a
it this
10-game
year.
hitting
Yeah.
streak. Yeah. And then Terang has been solid in August as well. Not much there. I mean, in his last 10, though, he has multiple 3-hit games. He's got a home run in 3 of his last 7. I might just have to throw on another Bryce home run bet too.
Another
at this point.
Bryce Terang stat that I saw yesterday. Before the All-Star break, Bryce Terang had 6 home runs. He had 10 home runs in the month of August. I don't know what happened in the month of August, but he was the opposite of us. He
I'm
was
sure he's
feeling
getting
himself in the month
tested.
of August.
Yeah. He's missing August, whereas we are bidding a nice bon voyage to August. Yeah, I know. So I mean, I had to do it. Just a couple of stats for some of those single bets. Gray 7 Ks in 7 of his last 10 starts. That taxes Sonny Gray getting strikeouts, also probably giving up runs. In his last 5, 8, 4, 10, 5, 10. So if you're doing the math there, it's only one out of 5. He didn't hit 5 Ks, and then he got rocked in that start. He has a career high almost 11 K through 9. He's been a very, very good pitcher. Has he been giving up runs at a pretty high clip, especially more recently? Sure, but he's also getting the Cardinals win games when he pitches. That's just a fact. Whether it's they show up for their ace, I don't know. He's top 20 among starting pitching in K percentage, and he's also 4.5 walk. He doesn't walk anybody. And again, if he's averaging about 6 innings per start, if he gets that, not only is he getting 5, but I love 7 because that means he's pitching well. Strider 7+ Ks. This is your guy. 7 Ks in 5 of his last 8. Obviously came into the season a little later, right? Right? Was he the injured one? Or
Yeah,
he missed
he wasn't. He was injured for the first month or so ish, something like that.
And then he started to ramp it up because I remember I wasn't betting him early in the season, and then I've been betting him pretty much every start since. Like I said, his over under is 6.5, so you're betting the over here, and I like it. Cease 8 Ks. He's been just filthy 8 Ks in 6 of his last 10. He's top 5 in MLB in K through 9. His chase percentage is 31.5, 31% K on the year, K rate on the year. He's a little bit different than Sonny Gray. He does walk a decent. He's got almost 10% walk percentage, so that could be concerning. But if he gets to 6 innings, 8 Ks is certainly doable. And then for the hits parlays, Lindor 2+ in his last 20 games in 11 out of his 20, so 55%. Been very solid as of late. And Jose, as I said, a little bit of a schneid. He's got 50. He's only done this 50% of the time in all of 2025. So it's still an amazing season from Jose Ramirez, who's one of the unsung guys in baseball, I'd say. And then I think I didn't mention Mizorowski. When Mizorowski's on, I mean, he's got 6+ in 8 of his last 10 starts. When he's on and he's allowed to just let it rip, there's very, very few guys that are like him. So that will do it for that. And then I didn't have anything else. And then TCU. So let me just add on to what you said about TCU because it is shocking. While you were reading yours on your 750, I did a little bit of research. As you said, 60+ new players, 70 new players for UNC, which is unheard of. They only have 6 returning starters.
Yeah.
Only 6. That's insane. TCU, on the other hand, is returning their start. I think you mentioned their quarterback, who threw for almost 4,000 yards last season. He averaged 300 per game. So obviously they have that. Just speaking more on the starters, UNC's only 2 defensive starters from a team that allowed nearly 30 points per game last year. It's not like it's TCU has both of they have their top deep threat back and Eric McAllister, and from Idaho, Jordan Dwyer. So two weapons for Hoover. TCU returns 8 defensive starters. from a team that was 25th in the nation in yards per play allowed. Um, UNC's transferred from South Alabama. I don't hand up. I'd never bet against any team that has Alabama in their name, but he's behind a completely new offensive line against a TCU secondary that has been their strong suit. I mentioned there's a 6-point swing from UNC being favored by 2.5 in the spring. Now it's TCU minus 3.5. So that tells you something. This screen, the only factor in this game that I'm worried about, and you mentioned it, is Bill Belichick. That's the only factor in this game that I'm worried about. You did point out that coach is going from the NFL to college, and he's a year removed from coaching.
Right.
Now
That's true too.
he's got all this baggage, literally and figuratively, with his Jordan character. He's a different guy, stepping into an unfamiliar territory. I mean, he's been here before, but he's now, he's back clearly. So the only factor that I think has any fact that goes towards UNC winning this game is the Bill Belichick factor. But everything else is so stacked against them. When I saw it was your best bet, I had to ride it. Give me TCU. I would even lay a touchdown.
Yeah,
I
really think that the line should have been 6.5.
Yeah, but I might even do that, to be honest.
But I will say the one factor that is unknown for all of us is, of everything that Bill Belichick has done and how smart that guy is and how good of a coach he is, we don't know how he recruits, and that is a huge thing in college football.
Yeah.
Recruiting is
Yes.
key, and we don't know what his recruiting looks like. We don't know if he's good at
Correct.
recruiting or not. I'm not sure he knows if he's good at recruiting or not yet.
The
That could be the
NIL,
X factor here, really, honestly.
yeah, NIL, all that.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
it's to that point. We're hampering on it. They're all new, but
right.
we can safely assume that most of this team was hand selected by Bill Belichick.
I agree.
So that is also part of it. But it's week one. They barely get to practice as it is. Who knows how they're going to gel right away against a TCU team that's mostly stayed together. Maybe we're idiots. And we should have just gone with Bill Belichick. But I don't know. It's just there's too much on the other side to really.
My thinking is if Bill Belichick got his recruiting right and he got the transfer portal right, he got all of these guys right, I still don't think they're going to mesh well in week one when everything is brand new. Their teammates are all brand new. The coaching staff is all brand new. Like this is literally the first time they're running anything on the field and trying to put anything into place that he's put out there. I don't know if I can't trust. And who's the quarterback for UNC? You just said it. I can't remember his name now.
UNC. He came from South Alabama.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I got it right here. Gio Lopez.
Yeah, so a guy from South Alabama, to take in what a Bill Belichick offense with brand new teammates and brand new formations, to me it sounds like a recipe for disaster especially in week one. I'm not saying 3 weeks from now they're not a very good team. They could be 3-4 weeks from now. Yeah. They could be what everybody thinks Belichick will make them into. I just don't think at the beginning of the season that's what we're going to see.
Yeah, and honestly, I think me and you will eat crow if they come out and are great. Like that's not out of the realm of possibility when you have a Hall of Fame
not
guy
at all.
like Bill
Not
Belichick.
at all.
But it's just all of the stats, everything that we've talked about just points towards TCU winning. Covering is one thing, but winning. Would I be shocked if they win on the last second field goal? No, and then we lose our bet. But it's everything. The smart play is TCU. But when the light shines on us tomorrow morning and we look at that bet and it's lost because UNC won by 2 touchdowns, would I be shocked? No, absolutely not. I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna be rooting for TCU, obviously. But no, it's there's too much unknown, and I think we learn a good amount about this Carolina team tonight.
100%.
And by the way, I will have a new episode of College Football Podcast dropping tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that at A College FD Pod. Shameless plug. Got to get you on to talk Alabama, by the way, at some point, if you would like to. I don't know if you even want to.
I mean, I can crash out for an episode.
because I have a lot to say about that I'm gonna save for this podcast. But yeah, it's not looking good in Bama right now, but or at Bama, and I'm sure Nick Saban
I
is
will give
just.
you a plug. We need to pay the $60 million buyout.
Oh yeah, you're done.
He's not an ACC coach.
He's 5-5 in his last 10.
He is not an ACC coach. I knew this last year when we lost to
Yeah,
Vanderbilt. He is not an ACC coach.
yeah, he's been really bad.
He,
It's not looking good. Nick Saban is somewhere smiling ear to ear.
let me ask you. You win a national championship and then the team just lets you walk. What does that tell you? And then you go to a team that was already built and they're not built anymore.
Yeah, it's
It's
yeah. We have a lot to say. We have a lot to say. But that being said, that'll do it. But before we get going, we got two more things. We got the new records page that I know both of us cannot wait to see, and then we'll do our last calls. But look how beautiful this is, Rob. Oh, and I put us all green.
Look at the green.
Yeah, look at all the green.
And if me and you cannot fail today, then we'll stay green tomorrow because we're the ones that
Exactly. I don't know if CJ ever. I don't know what CJ usually does if he puts us all yellow because we're technically 0-0. But I
Right.
said, you know what? No, we're all green.
We're gonna make it great. We need to make
Yeah.
ourselves feel better. What's even
Yes,
better is I don't see any losses over here in the 750 club.
Yeah, look at that. That's even better. All the segments, we're reset, baby. We're reset. We're getting ready for football. We got football on Thursday. Thursday's show is going to be awesome. This weekend show is going to be awesome. I cannot freaking wait. Our podcast is going to be awesome. Who knows? Maybe we do NFL futures. I don't know if we talked about that, but I think maybe we should do that.
Yeah, we can do it.
Whatever it is, we'll have some fun on Thursday for Friday's podcast. But hey, we're all green going into September. I couldn't be happier to see this. When I was making it, I was like giddy. I was like laughing. I was like, "Oh, this is beautiful."
Oh, by the way, Pat, because I'm a DJ and I'm running back the Bryce home run parlay today.
Oh, let's go.
And they're facing each other today. Like, how do you not? Yeah. Like, it would be beautiful for it to happen in the same game.
I know. It's so good.
It's nowhere near the odds we got yesterday, but
what did you get it at?
20 plus 24, I think 2,400, I think.
I mean, but what a start to the month.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at it.
I'm about to do that right now.
Because I think Terang was plus 800 yesterday. He's only plus 620 today. Still a lot, though.
I mean, how could you not? How could you not?
We just needed the ball to get past the warning track. That's it.
That's it.
We had 5,000 units. We had plus 5,000 just sitting there 5 feet away.
Rob, it's so easy. Why don't they just hit home?
It's so easy. Just hit the ball over the fence. It's not that hard.
Just do it. It's really not that hard.
Just call Judge, call Kyle Riley. They'll tell you how to do it. They do it all the time.
Yeah, they do it all the time.
Shohei can teach you. Like Shohei doesn't even look like he swings half the time, and it goes over the fence. Like,
oh no,
no lazy river.
Oh, no lazy river, no. Oh man. Does that mean he's opted in, or is he going to give us a bet or something? I don't know. Well, speaking of bets, why don't we just hit a home run, Bryce's. Come on. Come on.
Wait, look. It's CJ. This is not going to count to his records, but like, let me get some odds real quick before we end the stream. I feel like we need a PD for the people, and I know what CJ would bet, so we're just gonna.
Yeah, I think we all know what he's going to bet, but
we're just going to throw it out there. We're going to go money line, and we're going to be conservative.
Walker.
We're going to be conservative, right? We don't want to go crazy, so we'll go 3 strikeouts for Walker. Phillies money line, Taiwan Walker 3 strikeouts plus 225. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm riding it. Let's go.
I'm gonna show him how easy. I'm gonna show him how easy this PD thing is. No research, all gas, no brakes.
Yeah, let's go. What'd you get it at?
Plus 225.
Whoa, was that on Fanatics?
Yeah.
Oh damn! Yeah, Fanatics does have some good odds.
Well, yeah, because they have Phillies money line plus 125 by itself.
Yeah, Phillies 129, and then I guess the Walker is just I have 3+ for 212. I mean, it's right.
Oh yeah, I have minus 165 for Walker.
All right, well, in solidarity with in solidarity with the PD King, if he wants to throw that out there, it's on our. I'm putting it on my sheet, so whatever.
Why not?
All right, and
All right.
I guess that was technically a last call. You have anything
Yeah, that's
else
my
before the
last
game?
call. I'm throwing that out
All
for
right.
the PD King.
I'm with it. Yeah. So our last calls were the Bryce home run and a PD King for our PD King. Let's do it. That being said, we'll give CJ one quick second if he wants to throw anything out there in the comments. Shout out to him being in the comments. But I guess he gets the Lazy River next week. So shout out to that. Oh, I knew he was gonna do it.
Oh, there we go.
He
4+.
stepped it up a little bit. All right. Well, we got.
He's
3,
got more
so
confidence than Taiwan Walker than I do.
Shout out to the PD King. Hey, that's his first bet of September. So let's go.
Let's go.
Now we're all on the schneid. All right, I love it. I'll bet the 4+2 just because. But that's gonna do it for us today. Football this week. So excited. Good riddance to August, and we are back. New month, new us, new show. Go check us out at Just the Best. It's presented by Fans First Sports Network, which you can find at Fans First SN or their website ffsn.com. And we are also partnered proudly with Nevin Eyewear. Check them out. Use our link. Get some sweet shades. And yeah, support the show. We love you, and we will be back. I'll be back tomorrow. So we will. You bowl, right? Do both of you and CJ bowl?
Yeah, we both bowl. Mondays is no, we don't bowl. No, wait, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow, yeah, we both bowl tomorrow. Sorry,
Tuesday,
it's Tuesday.
yeah.
I'm losing track of the days because it's a holiday. Oh, we got another PD.
All right, I guess I'm contractually obligated. I have no choice. So those will both be not on my sheet. The Phillies one I'm putting on towards my record. So I have 11 bets today. I'm not going to put the green one, but I'm going to bet it anyway. So shout out to CJ. So that's his last call. But yeah,
so
we'll figure it out.
I'll either do a video, or if we can go in a little early, I might be able to jump in. We might be able to jump
Yeah,
in. But
if we could, I could probably even do 5:30. So
yeah,
if that would
5:30
help.
we could. I know I could definitely be on. I'm sure CJ could too, if he's as long as he's off work by then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally down for 5:30. That doesn't bother me at all. So we'll figure it out. But either way, we'll have a show. You'll have videos. You'll have at least me, whoever else, and we'll have some fun. So that being said, that is the show. And remember, this has been Just the Best, so where we bring you one thing and one thing only. Happy September. The hot tips to help your
bet slips.
Bang. Let us play you out and then maybe eat right in your.
Yo, we in the game, talking number stakes high. Knowledge and skill, like a bird we fly. Analyzing stats, we don't just guess. Betting on the wind, you know we're blessed. Just the bet slips, we keep it real. Breaking down the odds, you know the deal. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. Rolling with the punches, we look for the signs. Parlays and props, counting all the coins. Every podcast episode, we bring the heat. Strategies laid out, can't accept defeat. Tune into the wisdom, hear our call. In this betting world, we'll never fall. Just the bet slips, we're making plays. Informed decisions, we light up the ways. Chasing that victory, hit the big score. Join the community, we're here for more. On this gambling journey, we ride the bet. With just the bet slips, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah.